Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. What's going on here tonight? It's Thursday evening. It is time for another show, another live show, talking all things comics. There's a lot to look at. A lot's happened in the last week. It's kind of crazy. I know I've been posting um, some live shows on my Instagram. Did one this morning. It just like seems like every morning I wake up and there's something crazy going on with that that book that we're all talking about, which I don't want to get too much into that book. I don't know. It's been like a dead horse beating a dead horse kind of thing. I do have some books to show off. I got a load of books in the mail this week. I got a bunch of books from San Diego Comic Con. These are exclusives. I got these through my Comic Mint. I'm a Facebook um, group member at the Comic Mint. So sometimes they have some nice deals. So I got the San Diego Comic Con exclusive deal through them. I also got a couple other cool books that just came in the mail today. And then just some other ones that came in over the last few weeks that, I'm going to highlight. They're nice covers. Nice covers, anyways. And then I also got some really nice magazine-sized books from my good friend Marcus. Marcus sent me a nice little care package. It's very nice of him to do that. He's done that so many times over the years. I really developed quite a good friendship with him. He's a really nice guy, very generous, and he knows I love those horror type covers and comics. So we're gonna take a look at all that stuff. Let's take a look. Who's in the chat tonight? We got GTK Comic. Good to see you. We got Manny the Comic Collector, good old Manny. We got Infamous as well. Channel's name to Big Cha-Ching Comics. Oh, there you go. It's probably already taken. GTK Comics says, you think CBSI Boys and the Comic Tom 101 had anything to do with this? They had that book in their top 10 lists pretty early. I don't know. Hard to say. Those guys seem to have their finger on the pulse of the market quite a bit. I don't know. Drinking some wine. Cheers, everybody. Yes, Marcus is a good friend, no doubt about it. So thanks for everybody. There's 3 of you in the chat right now. At least 3 of you. I should have sent out earlier notifications. I'm not very good at doing that. By the way, I did talk about it. I am going to be doing a joint live show with Jim's Comics. I think we're going to start that next week. I texted him the other day. He's retired now. He should have the time. I mean, I know he just moved. He just sold his house and he moved. So he's been dealing with a lot of that kind of stuff. but he definitely told me he wants to do that. He wants to do a weekly show. We just have to figure out what day we're going to do it. I don't know if it makes sense to do it like I don't really want to do it on Thursday because that's my Thursday night show. So maybe something early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days. Gonna try to coordinate with him hopefully over the weekend, and we'll figure that out. I want to send out notifications like a day or two in advance too. So I don't know if we're gonna go on his show and do a StreamYard through his show, or we're gonna go through mine. I'd like to alternate it so we're doing it through both our shows instead of just going through one. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. If you want, send Jim Comics a nice little message through Instagram, letting him know that you're excited about the show with Justice for Comics. That would be nice for you to do that. That'll kind of push him a little quicker towards getting back to me, and we're getting this all ironed out. Let's see. Infamous says, "Yeah, I'm pretty heavy. Count me on as two bodies." So instead of three watching, now you got four. Okay. I would never know, man. I have no idea. Infamous is a good friend. I communicate with him all the time, but he's the man of mystery. There's no doubt about it. I can't tell you much more than that. All right. Let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen. I pulled up Golden Apple. I wanted to go through these. They just released this books that are released for September 21st. These are pre-order books, so we can kind of go through and see if there's anything interesting to look at for pre-orders. Golden Apples. I mean, if they publish the art, that's the thing, though. It's early. It's early enough where sometimes you're not going to get the published art. Some of the stuff they're not going to show the covers for, like New Mutants number 30, the 1 in 10, they don't have the design variant. They don't show that. Maybe because it's a reveal of a new character. Who the heck knows? But they do have the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Pull that up here. That is the 1 in 50 cover. Man, Golden Apple wants $150 for that bad boy. Woo! It's a lot of money. 3 times ratio. I mean, I guess Sienkiewicz can sometimes command that. I think the cover is pretty good. I don't know. I don't know if it's good to. I don't think it's good enough for 3 times ratio price, but yeah, whatever. Let's take another look here. Go back. All right. Let's see if there's any other covers. There's a Rob Liefeld cover. If you're into Rob Liefeld, let's see what else we've got here. Nightwing. All right, let's move on. Page 2. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Um, this guy's been pretty good. I noticed his art the other day on one of the other issues. Gibo Vigante. Nyx and NYX number 10, the 1 in 25. Yeah, he's pretty good. That's pretty good art. I like the art on that. That one's pretty good. Oh, I went back a page. Sorry. All right. So there's the 1 in 25. Let me go through this list here. See if there's any art that just jumps out at you. And if you guys have any suggestions, say something in the chat and I'll look at it. If you want me to look at a particular issue, remember this is September 21st, pre-orders. Yeah, I do like this one. I pre-ordered that bad boy. Samurai Sonia number 4. That's the 1 in 20. I like this artist, Zulima Lavina. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I like the cover though; it's pretty cool. Get this funky looking skeleton and the smoke. I don't know; it's just a cool looking cover. I like the look of that. So that's one that I definitely pre-ordered. All right, what else we got here? I got some trade paperbacks. Let's keep going. You got your shirtless bear fighter. I don't see that. I like the Paulo Rivera uh, covers. I don't see one for that on this list here, so I would I would probably grab that if I saw that. Anybody still reading Spawn Scorched? I think I stopped at issue 10. I don't know. I can't keep reading. I can't read everything. I just can't. Mandalorian number 3, a bunch of covers on that one. Um, there's the Stegman 1 in 50. Man, they want 125 bucks. So that seems outrageous, doesn't it? 125 seems crazy. There's DT. Good to see you, D. Thanks for hanging out. All right, Mandalorian issue 3. Ooh, I like this. Star Wars Visions number 1. Yeah, I like that artist. Takashi Okazaki. I mean, I really like his art. Um, I think I got turned on to him way back when he did that Werewolf by Night number 1. He did a variant of that. I think it was like a 1 in 25. And I remember buying it just because I thought it just looked so cool. And that book blew up. I think at one time it was like a $250 book. I don't know if it's still in that price range or not. That's definitely an artist that I like to follow. And, I don't like every cover he does, but that one I like. So that's definitely one I'm going to pre order. Star Wars Visions. Stuff of Nightmares, number 1. Bunch of covers. I think the ones that are going to be popular, probably this one, the Mercado variant that kind of has that. It kind of looks like that would be on one of his paperback covers, right? So I think that one will be popular. Um, the Jenny Frizen cover hasn't been. There's not an image for that, but look how much Golden Apple wants for it. 125 bucks. Holy smack! At least it's not $150. I guess it could be worse. Um, there is a 1 in 100 Beyond Beren's cover. That one's pretty creepy. Man, well, they want 250 bucks for that. Jesus, crazy. So it's getting pretty expensive. Um, the one they don't show, there is a 1 in 100. Is it 1 in 100 or is it more than that? 1 in 200 maybe. There is a cover, a black and white cover by Frankenvilla. It basically looks like it's in black and white, but it is autographed. It is signed by R.L. Stine. So I think that one could be pretty expensive. I think I remember seeing a couple people posting it on eBay. Let's take a look. Nightmares number 1. I think it's a 1 in 200, maybe. Maybe it's not that. It may not even be on eBay anymore. I thought there was a listing. Oh yeah, there it is. So someone has the whole set: A, B, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, 1 in 100, and a 1 in 150. It's a 1 in 150. Okay, for 350. Maybe that's a good deal. It's better than Golden Apple. Yeah. So here it is, right here. Stuff of Nightmares number 1, the 1 in 150 copy, signed by Stine. 350 bucks on eBay. I've seen it go for more than that though. I think there was a couple websites early on that wanted like 500 bucks for that book. So I don't know. Seems a little outrageous. But it's a mini series. You don't want to get too You don't want to get too excited about a miniseries. They don't, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be making a. I don't know. Maybe Netflix will. I mean, I know Netflix did they reran the Goosebumps because my son was watching that for a while, and I know that's the R.L. Stein production. So you never know. Maybe, yeah, Infamous told me. Yeah, 1 in 150 signed. There you go. All right, let's get back to the list. I would like to see what that Prism cover looks like. As far as I know, that it hasn't been released art yet. Superman Action Comics #1, the facsimile edition, that comes out September 20th. I'll probably never own the original. I don't even think I'll own. I think even a couple of the reprints go for crazy money or quite a bit of money. So yeah, that's one I'll pre-order for sure. Just just to have it. It's nice to have a reproduction of the original. I'll never own the original, so next best thing, I guess, is a reprint, right? That's what the Ultimate Fallout 4 people are telling themselves as they pay almost raw, almost in the same price as a raw condition first print, which I think is crazy. What else we got here? Let's go through the list here. Oh yeah, Usagi Yojimbo #31, the 1 in 10 by Peach Momoko, and there's also a 1 in 25, which is just line art basically. I like the 1 in 10 better. I don't know. The line art doesn't appeal to me as much. Um, and you can see that Golden Apple's asking twice ratio for that. How nice of them. All right. Vanish. A lot of people have pre-ordered that book. I mean, you could see the crazy prices here for some of these books. The 1 in 200, 350. The 1 in 500 by Stegman, $880. It's crazy. I don't know. That's It's getting too dangerous to spend that kind of money on a independent, not established book. I do remember pre-ordering this Wind Thorn in the Sky #2, the Frizzen cover. Yeah, that's nice. 1 in 25. Golden Apple wants $75 for it because they know there's a lot of Frizzen people out there. They'll pay up for that. All right. Is that it, guys? Is that all the? That might be it. No, I think there's. Yeah, that's it. All right, we went through the list. So that's September 20th, 21st. Those are the books coming out to take note of. Let's look in comic book news. Let's see. I haven't looked at CBR in a while. I didn't get a chance to check it. See if they've got anything going on in comic book news. Valiant cancels Archer and Armstrong, cuts back to 1 release per month schedule. Going to see a lot of that in the coming months. A lot of comic book publishers are starting to cut back. I think DC, you're definitely going to see that. A lot of DC titles are just not selling very well right now. So don't be surprised if you see a lot of them get shelved, especially with Warner Brothers under a new helm right at the moment. Infamous posted earlier about this. Poison Ivy is going from a 6-issue miniseries to a 12 issue miniseries. The covers have been really good. The story's been decent. There's a little sampling of some of the covers coming out. I think this is for issues 7, right? Issue 7. The Frizzen cover, of course, it looks nice. I think that's a Warren Lau cover. And this last one here, I'm not too sure. That might be is that a Middleton maybe or a Lyrics Lee? I'm not too sure, but I know that's Frizzen and that's a Warren Lau. But yeah, the covers have been good. Here's issue what is that going to be? Issue 6 here? Is this issue 6 or 7? That's definitely the last one here. That's Lyrics Lee. Okay, and I think that might be Middleton. Is that Middleton right there? I think that one's Middleton. Yeah, I mean the Frizzen cover I'll definitely get. I do like the Warren Lau one, and I like this one here too. I'm not sure who did that one. Then maybe Fong, because it's cover art by Fong. Or that could be Middleton. That might be Middleton there. I don't know. That could be the one in the end there. So Frizzen, Warren Lau, and I think that might be Middleton. I'm sure Infamous will tell me if I'm wrong. He likes to get it right. All right, so yeah, I like that Poison Ivy series, especially the covers have been really good. No idea if these are incentive covers, A or B covers. They haven't released any information on that yet, and there's no solicitation information on it. So we'll have to wait and see, and all that good stuff. Let's see what else here in the news. Anything good? Predator and Ghost Rider anniversary leaves Marvel's new releases. Deceased Finals chapter rises to take a bite out of DC's new releases. All right. Soon to be released X-Men Legends #1 Wolverine and the Hulk are at each other's throats again. A new storyline penned by Roy Thomas. That one might be worth checking out. Yeah. Well, thank goodness there isn't any news articles about the hot topic of the day. Everyone keeps talking about. I don't see anything there. I haven't been on Bleeding Fool's site in a long time. Let me see what they've got here. Comics. Oh, of course. First article. Fake bids. Yeah, I did a quick live show on my Instagram this morning, showing all these crazy, basically scam bids that people are trying to. I don't know. I guess you can bid, and if you win the auction, you're just going to say, "Hey, it's a counterfeit book." Then eBay will cancel the order. I don't know. Well, we all know that buyers have the upper hand, right? I mean, a buyer can basically cancel an order. If they win an auction, they can basically renege on it. Very few times have I ever heard of eBay not allowing a cancellation. So I think it's just a bunch of trolls just trying to drive things crazy. But yeah, a lot of people are tired of talking about it, so I'm not going to beat that dead horse. It's enough already. Uh, but yeah, it's one of those things. There's not a lot of week to week. There's not a lot of crazy, interesting news that comes out of the comic book world. So when something like that happens, people latch onto it and speak about it verbatim for quite some time. So yeah, nothing real interesting here from good old Bleeding Fool. Just lots of pop-up ads. Normally, I would go on their site using a Brave browser because it won't allow pop-ups. But right now I'm on my Chrome, so of course all these ads are popping up, driving me nuts. All right, what do you guys want to talk about? So I'll show some books. Let me show Marcus's books first. These are some of the books I got in the mail from Marcus this week. Start off with Vampirus, Carmilla. This is a magazine, came out in September of last year. Vamps #4. Who's this cover by? Jones. Cover is by Jones. Very, very cool. I love the, obviously Frazetta inspired, right? We all know that. And he always sends in these nice mylights. I love these magazine size mylights. They're beautiful. All right, which one is this? This is Vampirus Carnilla #10. Another awesome cover. And I can't read the. I have a hard time reading who the artist was on this. Let's take a look. Yeah, man, you gotta love. I love these black and white magazine size. Yeah, it just brings back memories. Memories of my youth. Let's see here. Cover art. Ken Kelly. Yeah, I think that's Ken Kelly. So without the glare, yeah, it's pretty nice. Very, very nice cover by Ken Kelly. Beautiful. Slide that back into that nice mylight with a full back board. Full back meaning it's actually a full back board. I don't know if that infamous. Let me know if that's still a case with Gerber. Gerber a month ago, I think, decided they were not doing the acid. They weren't doing the full acid back and board on both front and back. I don't know if that's still an issue or not with them. This is the annual Vampiris Collector, Vampiris Carmilla Collector's Edition annual. Beautiful cover by San Julian. Yeah, look at that cover. The skull, so nice. All new story. Yeah, pretty nice. Love that. And we got Creeps. Creeps number 11. This is another Kelly cover. Another cover by Kelly. Very nice cover there. Awesome. Nice job there. Another Frazetta inspired cover. And this is actually a Frazetta cover. Creeps number 29. Frazetta. Look at the detail, man. Look at that. Awesome mastodon with its huge horns. Look at the detail on the horns. Just absolutely beautiful. No one better. Still to this day, no one better than Frazetta at Fantasy Art. I just think he was the man. Infamous says Gerber has a new paper supplier. Fullbacks are acid-free only on one side, which will be white, while the back side is unprotected and brown. Yeah. So my my way of circumventing that is I decided to I get the standard Mylight 2 bags, and then I get the double order of the halfbacks. The halfbacks, um, they're half the thickness of the full backboard. But if you get two of them together and you put them together, you've got protection on both sides. So I think that's the way to go. That's what I'm going to do is just buy double the halfbacks. It works out to be about the same price. So yeah, I'd rather have a full backboard like they used to. I mean, like most of my books are standard bag and board with full backboard, but I'm just going to have to do two halfbacks now. Yeah, so that'll be the workaround. Infamous says they're acid free on both sides for now. So I do two of them because I want the same thickness as a full backboard. So I'm not doing just two because I want it acid on both sides. I'm doing it because I want the relative same thickness as a full backboard. So I'm assuming two half backboards will equal the same thickness as a full back. I believe that's the case. Thank you, D. Thank you, sir. And thank you, Marcus, for those awesome books. Very appreciative of that. That will go into my magazine box. I got a nice big magazine box full of those. I'll show you guys the Comic Mint. This is the San Diego Comic Con. I just got this in the mail. I haven't even put these in new bags and boards. I usually put this stuff in my lights, but I haven't had a chance yet. First one is Thor, number 25. That is the Hulk 181 homage. Who did the cover on that? Ken Lashley. Okay. So this is number 515 of 1,000. So these were limited to 1,000. You got the COA on the back. I don't know what this goes for on eBay. I would think $30 to $40 range if I had to guess. I'll show these as a set. So Ivan Tao, who is a friend of the channel, he's been on my channel before. Nice guy. I met him in MegaCon. Really, really nice guy. Very humble type of guy. He's a great artist. He's getting work all the time, and he's doing covers like crazy. You've got the boys number one. I think this is the Maeve cover. That is the Homelander cover by Ivan Tao. And then you've got the, last but not least, Starlight cover. I can't remember what these were numbered to. 500 maybe. I can't remember if it was 500 or 1,000, something like that. I think the set on eBay goes for about $100 for the three of them. All right, here is a Warren Lau cover. Haven't even looked at this yet. This is Blend. This is a sketchbook by Warren Lau. Pretty nice looking cover. I have no idea what it's worth. No clue. I'll have to look it up. The Canto, I think this is like a $40 to $50 book. Canto, this is the Tales of the Unnamed World number one. This is the San Diego Comic-Con. It looks like a Magic the Gathering card, right? Is that what it's supposed to be? Like a the Magic the Gathering card. I think that's what it is. So Legendary Fighter, Clockwork Knight. When paired with Booer, it's basically one of those playing cards. Very nice. I like that cover. Uranium Age, Dead End. This is a Yvonne Jordan. I think KRS also was the one that promoted it. Wasn't this a PlayStation cartridge? I know that PlayStation logo, I think, normally would be there, but yeah, I think this is an homage to a PlayStation game, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think so. Dead End by Javon Jordan. Really nice guy. He's been on the channel a couple times as well. And I also met him in MegaCon. All right, this is the last one from that set, Dark Crisis number one. This is the Bjorn Berens cover. Batman there, pretty nice. Got the who's that? What's his name? The guy that beat Superman. Doomsday, right? Is that Doomsday? I think it's Doomsday. On the floor. And you got this out of 1,000. There's a COA there too, so pretty cool. I bought those weeks ago. I almost forgot that I bought them. I don't know. D says, how did you come up on those? I got them through Comic Mint. I'm in their Facebook group, which they limited to only 1,000 people. And by the way, they just did a census to make sure people are still checking their Facebook, because they had everybody. I think you had to reply to their post. Otherwise, they were going to boot you out. So I'm still in their Facebook group. And it was not easy to get in. I remember applying a long time ago, and it probably took me 3 to 6 months to get in that group. So they limited to 1,000 members only, and that's it. So you kind of have to, if you're not part of that Facebook group, the only way to get in is somebody has to leave, which happens occasionally. So they reopen it on occasion. So you can apply. It'll be pending forever, like it was for me, until I guess someone left and they scooted me in there. So that's what will happen. Do you also want the Lao? Okay, very good. Yeah, the set of the Ivan Taos. Yep, those are nice ones. All right, I got a few more books to show. I've got about 10 minutes left. I was going to go to about 9 o'clock, so got some really cool covers here to highlight. I don't know if you guys are Saga fans. I have like Saga 1 through like all of them. I even have some of the second printings. I don't think I have every single one. Obviously, I don't have I got 2 copies of number 1. One of them signed by Brian K. Vaughan that I got through Midtown, and then the other one's just a regular first print. I don't have the second print or the third print or any of that. I don't have the Turkish. I think there's a Turkish variant that goes for crazy money. I don't have that one. But I've got every single A cover all the way through the entire series. And this was one that I was always kind of looking for the right deal on. This is issue number 7. This is the Ghost variant. So this was like a variant. Saga doesn't typically do variants. They had second printings on the first 4 or 5 issues, maybe 6 issues, and then they had this Ghost variant, which was kind of an oddball variant. So I got a good deal on this. I think I got it for like, it was an auction. Luckily, it was late at night, and I don't think not too many people were bidding. So I think I got it for like $40, which was a pretty good price. I've seen this book go for upwards of $80 to $100 really easily. So $40 was a really, really good deal. That's the Ghost variant for number 7. So if you're a Saga collector, that might be one that you're aware of. Maybe you're not, but that's one of those ones that's just not that easy to find. You definitely won't find it at a comic book shop. eBay is about your only chance there. All right, this was a special. I bought this through a website. I don't think it was. Yeah, it was. I can't remember the website. I think it's Is it Dogu? This is Space Usagi. This is the cold variant. I looked on eBay. It sells probably around $80 to $100 pretty consistently. I think I paid like $30 for it, $30 or maybe $40 with shipping. It sold out pretty quickly. They limited this to 500, as you can see. I think it says it right here, one of 500. I don't know. I haven't read it yet, but Space Usagi, I don't know. It's probably. I don't know if that has any long-term prospects or not for that. All right, for you Frizen fans, I'm a big Frizen fan. I love Frizen books, and this was one that I never saw before. I found out about this because of Mel V. Mel V had one of his live auctions. I don't know if he's doing that through Whatnot or if he's doing that through Instagram. I can't remember. He might be doing it through Instagram. But I think I saw his post on Instagram about it. And I saw this cover, and I said, what the heck is that? I've not seen that Frizen cover. So this is Age of X-Men Extremists number 2. I think this book came out in like 2014, 2015 maybe. And that is a beautiful Frizen cover. Very hard to find. I looked on eBay. There was one copy at the time that I got this. There was one copy asking like $85. I thought, man, that's a lot. Yeah, it's a little steep for a 1 in 25. I found a website. I think it was Gmart. Gmart had it for like $40 shipped, so I bought it through. I got it for $40. So I didn't get it at ratio, but this is a pretty hard to find book. And I think Mel V sold his copy on his auction for over $100, if I'm not mistaken. I think he told me it was over $100. Don't quote me on that, but I know he said, yeah, that book definitely goes for pretty good money. It's just, I think there's one copy on eBay right now for like, I think it's like, it might be only $60 too. So yeah, check it out. I mean, you're not going to find this very often. This book seems to be fairly rare. I would imagine a lot of shops do not order 25 copies to get this one. So usually the only way a shop got that is because the owner really likes Jenny Frizen and probably saw that in the solicitation. This is another Frizen book that I got basically 2 of them here. This is the foil, the 1 in 100 for Poison Ivy, number 2. And then, of course, I got the regular cardstock B cover. Yeah, they're awesome. I can't wait to get that issue 6. I think issue 6 Frizen cover looks pretty cool. Hopefully that's not a 1 in 25 or a ratio. Hopefully it's just a regular cover. That'd be nice not to have to spend crazy money for it. This one, I talked about this guy's art. I tried to get him on the channel, but he doesn't speak English very well. I just love the cover. I mean, I can just sit there and look at this cover for at least 10 minutes. I'm not going to say hours. It's a complete exaggeration. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes. It's like that Finding Waldo type of cover. I mean, this is supposedly all the weapons of the Joker. And of course, you can see at the bottom, there's Deathstroke, and is that Black Canary? I think that's Black Canary there. Deathstroke and Black Canary, and you can see all these different weapons, Joker weapons. I mean, look at all the detail in this. It's crazy. Phillaboy, I think is his name. Phillaboy. Nice guy. I mean, he's messaged me. I think he uses a translator through his Instagram, but he doesn't speak English very well, and he was reluctant to come on the show. Otherwise, I think he would have. All right, and this one is Catwoman number 45, the Sozo cover. I remember on the solicitation they didn't have any of this background. It was just they basically it looked like it was going to be a white cover with just this. So I don't know. Some people are a little disappointed that it didn't have a white cover, but it's a black cover. Hopefully you can get a high grade copy. This one's perfect. What's nice about these incentive covers is they're not like Marvel where they use cheap ass paper. DC uses cardstock, really thick paper. Usually they come in pretty high grade. This one's perfect. This is a 9.8. And if I had any pull with CGC, it would be a 10 or a 9.9. But I don't have any pull. So I'm not at a convention where I can go right over to the CGC rep and hand them a stack of books to grade. That must be nice, huh? All right. Infamous says, "Is it as rare as your Frisbee 1 in 100 Magic the Gathering?" Oh yeah, that book. I went overboard on that book. I think I have 3 copies. Let's see if there's any on eBay. I'm gonna pull this up here. Yeah, issue 4. I don't see any. Did I type this in right? Magic the Gathering. Maybe I'll put 1 in 100. Maybe that helps. Prison. Prison. There we go. What did I do? I don't. It's just one of these books are fairly hard to find. Yeah, I don't see any. None on eBay at the moment. It doesn't look like there is. I think I have to put comics. If you don't put comics, it just keeps pulling up cards all the time. Yeah, I remember when this was a spec item, Magic the Gathering, the first appearance of Magic the Gathering from 1995. I bought way too many copies. I don't know. Supposedly, the Russo brothers are going to be developing that into a Netflix show. I heard that a couple years ago. It still hasn't happened. Another failed spec. Justice for Comics failed spec. Add that to the trash heap. Yeah, I don't see any on eBay. Doesn't look like it. So who knows, guys? That might be one of those books that is rare, but nobody cares. It's rare, but no one cares. That's sometimes the problem. But yeah, it's kind of nice to show what it looks like. Let's see if I can find a Google image of it. I have the book somewhere in a box. Or yeah, here we go. So that's what it looks like. I mean, it's a great Prism cover. I love it. It's one of her best. And I have 3 copies. So, and I paid $100. I think I paid maybe $90 for each of them. Yeah, something. Yeah, close to 100. Maybe the shipping was about 100. So I paid ratio price for each of those, and that's it. I don't think anyone cares. It's just one of those deals. Nobody cares. I was gonna see if I talked about it on my channel this week. Heart Eyes #1. Prison. See if there's any listings yet on eBay. There definitely will be next week because that book goes hot next Wednesday. And I don't know. None. None. Comics. Make sure everyone knows it's comics. Yeah, they're showing me other Frizzen covers, but nothing. So no copies on eBay. Just so you guys. So for some of you that aren't familiar, I'll show you guys what the books look like. I love this book. I mean, the covers are phenomenal. I'm in love with it. But again, it could be one of those books that, yeah, it's rare. Yes, no one has it, but maybe no one cares. So, if no one cares, what are you going to do? All right, so that's the 1 in 50 cover, which is basically like a trade dress, right? Like a typical trade dress. Nice cover by Frizzen. And then there's a 1 in 75 cover, which this is my favorite. I like that cover a lot. Um, I like it because it's got the color and it's got the grayscale, so it really pops. Like the image of the woman really pops on that cover. So I actually like the 1 in 75 the best. Um, I bought a couple copies, so through Midtown. That's the only place I could find it. Everywhere else, it was sold out everywhere online that I normally go to look for pre-order stuff. By the way, Chasing Comics will confirm this. TFAW, where I get a lot of my pre-orders, they never even had this book. So obviously, they weren't interested in ordering enough copies of their other issues to qualify. So they never had any of those for sale. So the comic shops that I've seen that have had it for sale that sold out, Golden Apple had it briefly, and I don't have no idea what the pricing was, but I know they had at least they had it listed on their site at one time. I don't know if they maybe took it off because they really didn't order enough. That could be the case. I've not seen what price they had it at or anything. Black Cape Comics had the all three of these, and they all sold out supposedly. Um, the 1 in 100 cover, the bottom one there, I think they wanted like 250 for it. So there's a couple sites that had it, but they show sold out. I don't know. I'm so glad Midtown had it, but you got to think about it. It's a Volt comic. I mean, where I live, all the comic book stores in my area, all of them. I think there's 5 or 6 of them in the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg area. All of them combined wouldn't order 100 copies. All right, all of them wouldn't. Um, they each store probably would order 5 copies each. That's my guess. So maybe 5 of the A cover, 5 of the B, 5 of the C. So maybe they got like a 20 order, maybe 20 comics on that. So they're not even qualifying for the 1 in 50. Now, if the store owner or the shop owner likes Frizzen, he might order, extra copies because he wants to get those incentive covers. But typically, I would think most shops are not going to go heavy on a Vault comic book because it's going to probably sit there. It's not going to probably sell that well. Maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe the story's fantastic. Who the heck knows? Maybe it's going to be the next 8 genies. Who the hell knows? Infamous says you may be the only collector who has those Prison Magic covers. Yes, I think I am. I've not seen any on eBay, so I don't know. I'm scheming. I'm scheming for the future. 5 years, 10 years from now, all of a sudden it'll show up on a hot 10 list, and people will go, "Where is this book? I can't find it." And I'll be getting messages from some of you who remember me talking about it that I had 3 copies. And I'll be like, "Yes, you can have it, but for a large sum of money and your firstborn child." So yeah, it's long-term scheming is what I would call that one. The other book I wanted to highlight that I was all hot about this week, I posted it on my Instagram. I didn't talk about it a whole lot though on my when I did my new comic book day review. I did mention it that I liked the cover, but I didn't really like it. It hadn't gestated. I think after I did that show I started to really think about that cover. I was like, "Oh man, I really kind of like that cover." It was kind of growing on me, one of those deals where the more you look at it, the more you think about it, the more you're coveting it, kind of thing. So, yeah, let me show you. I don't know what happened. My screen just rebooted. All right, let me go down the list here. It's called Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's based on a video game, by the way. It's an RPG video game with place. I think it's on Xbox One and PlayStation. I think so. This is the cover. That's the video game cover. So if you buy the video game or if you download the video game off of Xbox or whatever, that's going to be what the cover of the game would look like. Is that one right there? Now, the one I liked, I pre-ordered this in advance. I think I got a couple copies of this. That is the battle wraparound variant. That's definitely just a nice looking piece of artwork there. So I did pre-order that one, but I didn't know about this one. I did not see this in the pre-orders at all. This is the Incentive by Rex Familia Vitilio, the MCD. What's MCD3? Is that Roman numeral? Is that Roman numerals for 2000 and something? I don't know. Uh, I did look up Instagram. There is a Rex Familia game developer on Instagram. I don't know if it's the same guy or not. It likely could be, but I love this cover. I mean, this cover just looks phenomenal. I don't know. The more I look at it, I'm just like, man, this is really nice. And I looked online, and man, there was, I think Black Cape had it for $200 and sold it out. Golden Apple didn't have it, to my knowledge. Most of the websites didn't have it. So I don't even think they knew about it. So this could be one of those books that's an absolute ghost. Because I'm just thinking, well, how many shops are going to order 100 copies to get this book, to get this variant? I mean, almost nobody. So again, maybe it's a book that's really, really rare, but no one really cares. So I like it. I care about it. So I grabbed the only copy off of Midtown. Infamous says, "You're killing me. I told you about that Rex cover, but it was a ghost to find at the time of pre-sale." All right. Maybe you did. I just don't remember it. I'm sorry. Infamous, I don't ever doubt you. You probably did tell me about it, but I I I think I would have remembered that cover. I don't know. But yeah, it just seemed to be very difficult to find on pre-order. Only a couple shops supposedly had it, and they were asking more than double ratio. So I like it. I think it's awesome cover. By the way, I sent this image to House of Stein, so don't be surprised if it shows up on a hot 10 list. It very well could. Believe me, he's put stuff on there that I know he's put on there because I've sent him image and say, hey, what do you think about this? And then it ends up on the hot 10 list, the CBSI hot 10 list. So don't be surprised if that shows up just because it's so rare. I mean, I just think that book's going to be very difficult to find. Very, very difficult. I don't know. If you guys know about other people that have pre-ordered it or have secured that particular cover, let me know. I'd love to hear that because as far as I know, I'm the only one that I know of that bought that, and I got the only copy off of Midtown. The Midtown had one copy, and I was the purchaser of it. So I don't know because right after I bought it, I went right back to see if it would show sold out, and it did. So I'm assuming, unless somebody bought it at exactly the same time I did, I'm assuming I was the only one that bought that off Midtown. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Again, long-term designs. Maybe no one will care. Maybe 5 years from now, everyone will go, "Damn, Seth freaking bought that book for $100 and sat on it forever. Now it's $1,000 book. Who knows? Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. But hey, a man can dream. We can all have dreams, my friends. All right, to end the show, let's let's go and see what the what the book everybody's talking about is going for these days. Let's see what's happening here with this book. We got a new listing auction, 375. We got another one here, 152. Here is a buy it now for 700. Here is a buy it now for 10, or this is an auction for 10,000. Here's another one for 20,000. So obviously these are absolute bogus listings. Here's another one for 10,000. Yeah. Like that's going to go through. Here's another one for 25. Here's another one for 12. Yeah, come on. Here's another one for 10. Yeah. I'll see it when I'll believe it when I see it. But when you go to sold listings, what's going to happen here if I go to sold listings? I mean, did someone buy that for 1750? Here's another one that's got to be bogus. 10,000. Come on. Come on. You're telling me that's worth more than the original first print in and graded 9.8? Come on. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Oh man, I don't know. It's created such a stir in the community, though. It's amazing. I mean, every time I'm on Instagram, I must see 2 or 3 videos every day of someone talking about it. I just wanted to look real quick to see if there's still people going nuts with it, but it seems like the craziness is still there. I don't know. Oh, I'm back, guys. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I knocked myself off the stream. All right, that's what I had for you. I don't know. Um, it's past 9 o'clock. I think I'm done now. I showed some books. I talked about what's going on. There's not a lot going on. Um, everyone's waiting. What Fan Expo in Boston is the next Comic Con, so we'll have to see what happens there. There could be some craziness going on. There could be some people trying to staple acetate covers to their facsimiles. I definitely think there will be some shenanigans going on in the next con. I just have a feeling, and I think there'll be a lot of people. I don't know. Don't be surprised if there's like a brawling fist fight that breaks out at the Comic Con, at the next Comic Con. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot. It's a very. It seems to be a very polarizing issue. Me, I'm more neutral. I'm like Switzerland. I think the whole thing is a little crazy and a little nutty. Um, I don't know. It's not even my favorite Crane cover. I mean, I think Clayton Crane has done way better covers than that one. I miss his old Carnage stuff. Remember that? Remember all that detail he used to do, where you knew he spent a long time working on that cover. Now he just pumps them out so fast. You know he's not spending a ton of time on those covers. Yeah, I like the old stuff better. I don't know. What can I tell you? All right, guys, that's what I had for you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Tomorrow, I will shoot a live stream in the afternoon, late in the afternoon, waiting for the CBSI Hot 10 list from my good friend Ben Stein. He should have that out in the afternoon tomorrow, so I will do a review of that. Don't bother watching anyone else but me. I'm going to give you the straight review of those books like nobody else. So make sure you tune in tomorrow afternoon. All right, guys, have a great evening, and thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon.